And so today we are over on BVS Simulator to talk about the potential new upcoming end of month banner, in this case, the end of month of April. As always, we're here to speculate on what we could potentially get, try and figure out reasons to come up with a prediction, and at the same time, you lads can join in the fun too, build up some anticipation, let me know what you lads expect to see for tomorrow's banner, and if you get any of the characters right in the comment section, we will give out a shout out in tomorrow's video when we do react to the free new character reveal. So, in this case, we are in the end of April. Usually, end of April is a pretty exciting banner, and I do want to say it right from the get-go, right? 1,000 Year Blood War. Last month, we expected 1,000 Year Blood War, or I was expecting 1,000 Year Blood War, mainly just due to the circumstances. KDAB rerunning round 15 earlier than expected. We got a random 1,000 Year Blood War resurrection. I was really set on end of month being 1,000 Year Blood War. At the same time, it was either going to be that or Safwi, and if Safwi was end of month of March, which it was, that would therefore mean end of month of April is going to be 1,000 Year Blood War, since we are going to get a Bankai livestream. Obviously, since then, we've yet to get an announcement of a Bankai livestream, and it doesn't unfortunately look like we're going to be getting a Bankai livestream until July for the 8th anniversary. So due to that, I'm not really expecting 1,000 Year Blood War until basically July. It's still possible we could get one this upcoming end of month banner, but I don't want to call 1,000 Year Blood War every month until it happens, because for the most part, that will be setting us up for disappointment. It will come when it comes, and when it does, it will be exciting, right? So other than that, if it's not going to be 1,000 Year Blood War, what could it potentially be? Again, just to throw us out of the way, movie banner could potentially be end of month. It's been a hot minute since we have received a new movie character, and for the most part, in the last 2 or so months, we have seen the past movie characters return. In this case, Dark Ruger, Kogato, and Kusaka returned in March, and then Senna and Shuren returned in April. With that, the old movie characters returned, but we haven't seen all the movie characters return. There's still some left that could potentially be fillers, potentially for an upcoming movie end of month banner. Who could those movie characters be? I'm not really too sure. It's a possibility, but keep in mind, at the same time, you know, just because a movie banner does get a rerun doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to get a new movie set of characters. We saw in 2022, for example, in July and August, we got movie characters, and then we didn't get nothing from that. So if it's not then going to be a movie banner, what could it possibly be? If it's going to be a seasonal banner, my guess would always be Parasol. That's usually the banner, a seasonal banner that we would get around this time, and Parasol banners for the most part haven't been the most consistent set of banners. In this case, you can see here, in 2016, our first ever Parasol banner was June 22nd. Very weird date to drop a banner, by the way. We didn't get anything in 2017, and then it returned in 2018, end the month of May, and then the year after that, we got another Parasol banner, in this time, the end of month of April. So we can kind of see, end of April has been a Parasol banner in the past. If KDAB want to give us a seasonal banner for this upcoming end of month, it can potentially be a return of Parasol, or maybe a new type of seasonal banner, which I'd actually be down for. But my problem with the idea of it being a seasonal banner is, of course, and we already spoke about it a couple of days ago, is that we know this upcoming banner should contain a character with the gauge effects. Now, the gauge effects, by all means, could just get put onto a random character, but going by the past couple of examples that we have, the last 3 gauge characters, the only gauge characters in the game, they have been some of the best characters in the game without the need of a gauge effect, by the way. The gauge effect only makes them better, but at the same time, it's been some really high-profile characters. In this case, Beyond Bankai Torosho, a character that ended the year of 2022, a character that released for the anniversary, 1,000 Year Blood War Aizen, and then also an anniversary character. They've yet to put a gauge character on some random character, and putting it on a random seasonal would feel random to me at the very least. Like, it would be weird with how rare and specific these gauge characters have been. To have a seasonal character get the gauge effect and potentially be one of the best characters in the game, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but it's rare for that to happen, and it could happen. But if it's not going to be a seasonal banner, and let's say it's going to be premium, well, then there's some potential to be a really high banner. And the reason why I say that is because, again, end of month premium banners have to be high. They don't just throw random characters, you know, they're not going to give us a wrong cuts for an end of month banner. They got to do a big name for an end of month. If we use February's end of month banner as an example, we saw a remake of Quincy Ichigo, but even outside of that, we got a Tensu Dengetsu, one of the best characters in the game, a character that has been long sought after to get a remake, and also Ishin. We've been slowly getting a lot of characters from the Karakura battle arc. You know, February, for example, was all about that. We had a face battle banner back in April. A lot of the arena banners were based off that. Even this Abirama was from that arc, for example. So if you're going to give us another premium banner to follow up February's end of month, and also include include a Gauge character. My only guess for a character that can not only live up to the hype that was set by February's end of month banner, but also a character that is worthy of a Gauge effect is of course Monster Aizen. Bonus points if the character does transform when the gauge is full, that would be really cool, and I wouldn't mind them going either way, it being a transform character or not being a transform, but we get to play as Monster Aizen. Because again, for the most part, this is a character that has yet to be playable in the game. Monster Aizen is only available in one Soul Bomb that came out 7 years ago at this point, 6 years ago, right? And since then, Danga Ichigo has received 2 characters, or more so, he got a remake for the 4th anniversary, and I've been saying it for a while now, like, I really only think this character could be released for an anniversary. Kind of similar to the 4th anime where we got a remake of Full Hollow and also Mugetsu. And the main reason for that has mainly just been due to the fact that when I used to say that we weren't getting premium banners for end of month, now we can, and we've also seen that those end of month premium characters can be some of the best characters in the entire game, and also equally as hype as an anniversary character. And if they want to throw a Monster Aizen at us with, you know, a gauge effect, I mean, even if it's premium, best believe I'm going to be summoning for that. Especially if it ends up being a mind character, right? We have seen that remakes of some old characters usually like to flip the attributes, so him being a mind character wouldn't be out of the question. And if that does end up happening, that would definitely get me excited, and it definitely will get me summoning, because I need a new mind character. Mind characters are trash, and we are expecting a mind character to come out sometime soon, because as of right now, mind has access to the least amount of links or characters. So due to that, we are expecting a new mind character to come out that is going to be a super link star character, and with the data manage that we did see with the new gauge character coming out, they're going to have an increased chance to inflict status points when the gauge is full. That would kind of make sense for a character that wants to be used in IT, for example, right? And therefore it would give more reason for them to be a super link star character. So regardless if we get the character right, if it is Monster Aizen or not, I'm expecting this gauge character, or at least one of the characters in the banner, to be a mind super link star character. Having said that though, if it is Aizen, and it is going to be a premium banner, who could they release alongside them? And I guess it would make perfect sense for a Danga Ichigo Mugetsu to follow up with the particular Aizen, because they did fight against each other. However, I don't think that's going to be the case, mainly just due to the fact that Mugetsu already has a character, Danga Ichigo as a character, Monster Aizen does not. But at the same time, we also have already had 2 Ichigos in the year 2023. Mid-month of January and end of month of February. So to get another Ichigo already free in the first 4 months of 2023 would be kind of unheard of. So I'm really not expecting us to get a Danga Ichigo even if we do get a Monster Aizen. Just due to that reason. At the same time, like, if anniversary is also set to be another Ichigo, because that happens every year, that would be 4 Ichigos in the first half. I just personally don't see it. So what other character could come out alongside a Monster Aizen? My first prediction would be a Aomajoroichi. Aomajoroichi is one of my more favorite characters in the game. I loved her when she came out, and I would love for her to get a remake. And I've been waiting for that actually for a very long time. This character only has 1 character in the game. If they want to remake her, she definitely does deserve an end of month banner treatment. She is actually seen fighting against Aizen, not Monster Aizen, but still Aizen nonetheless. Ishin from the same fight got remade 2 months ago, so this Joroichi could easily be a good second character to go alongside Aizen that would also be equally as hype. It has been a few months too since Joroichi has received a character. It was only 3 months ago, but still. In terms of premium characters, if you don't count Yoruichi Soifon, she hasn't received a new premium character since basically 2021, I believe, 2020. Kisuke would be a third decent option, but the thing is, we received so many Kisukes in the past, I'm not really expecting it, and I assume if we do get a remake of Kisuke in this particular banner, it would be this one. But personally, I think a far better third choice, for me at least, would be someone like Bankai Soifun. We haven't gotten a remake of Soifun from this particular fight. We've had a Bankai Soifun before. You know, the TLA one, for example, does her Bankai, and I would really love to see an updated animation of her Bankai when compared to this one that came out for the first anniversary. So it's been a couple years now since she's received a remake. But a more likely option and a really cool third character would be this Shunsui. This version of Shunsui has yet to get a remake. Shunsui as a character hasn't received a character since 2021. So he's in line to get a new character, and this could be the character for him. So I guess that's going to be my main prediction for today. I think I rambled on long enough. The video might be longer than usual prediction videos. Again, as always, the banner could be anything. 1000 Year Blood War, it could be a movie banner, it could be a Parasol seasonal banner, or it could be premium. It's up in the air. We don't really know. What we do know is that this upcoming banner should be a super laser character in the mind attribute, and it should be a character with the gauge effects. To me, the gauge effect has always brought something exciting. It's been on a high-profile character, and if it's going to be a premium, to me, the only high-profile character that really deserves a gauge effect is someone like Monster Aizen. But that is my prediction. I'm sure to be wrong. I'm sorry if anyone's looking forward to Aizen. Usually, whatever I say, can I do the exact opposite? So I apologize in advance, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, in the comments below, let me know what you'd like to see tomorrow, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and peace.